evidently, I can't understand how the hemispheres work in the northern and southern hemisphere. So, we're going to talk about the Earth not spinning the way it should be if it were a ball.
Okay.
Okay, so will you admit that if I am holding this sphere, I have a sphere right here. Can you make me big? I have a sphere. It's spinning, right? I just dropped it. This is a very expensive globe, by the way. Okay. So as I'm spinning this sphere, west to east, this is west to east, and then I turn it, it goes like east to west. Now, it's not changing east to west, but we know relative to north, south, east, and west are rotations, essentially. So if you look at chirality, or the right-handedness and left-handedness of the people standing facing the actual screen, as it were, spinning, if I were spinning on the top hemisphere, I would spin towards the east to west, or west to east.
Yeah, we're all moving to the east. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I would spin this way, right? I would turn with my right shoulder back. Okay. Now,
yeah. So if you looked up, you would see everything above you spinning clockwise.
Clockwise. So if I'm looking up and I'm spinning this way, right? I'm going to see it go clockwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this clockwise?
No, it's counterclockwise, but the TikTok mirrors your video.
Right. So if I'm spinning, like I'm spinning the same way, west to east, I'm spinning west to east, right? So this is spinning forward, left shoulder forward.
Sure.
Counter. Okay. This is going to be what's considered counterclockwise. Now, when I flip the ball, I'm spinning backwards. So that means I'm going to be turning this way. Which means that if you were to observe the sky, you should see counterclockwise on a sphere. However, we see counterclockwise and clockwise.
No, because what you did was you flipped the globe up, which means the globe is now spinning right to left instead of left to right.
I'm spinning the same direction in the southern hemisphere. Chirality tells us that if I spin with my left foot forward, I'm going to spin with my left foot back on the other side of the globe. This is really simple.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually just do that. You can do this in a chair. I would do it with my
phone.
No.
But I'm saying when you don't change directions, you're going against your spin. See, I understand. Look, counterclockwise, clockwise, right? Yeah. Well, whenever you're changing hemispheres, so you're changing chirality, which means that when you go to this and keep spinning the same direction, you're spinning against the northern rotation in respect to east and west. So what you have to do is you have to literally do this, and then you reverse it, and you're spinning in the southern hemisphere. So now I'm in the northern hemisphere.
But that's not what a sphere would do.
By going two different directions, you're going the same direction. By going one direction, you're actually going two different directions when you look up and look down. This disproves the globe.
I'm not totally sure what you meant by that. Look, you could, like, if you got your, I'm trying to think of how you could do this. You could, like, tape a laser pointer to the top of your globe and then tape a laser pointer to the bottom of your globe. and then spin your globe, and then you would notice that they draw circles in opposite directions, even though the whole thing spins in unison.
Okay. So you got to put your pins or your little things, you can't put them on the same side. You got to put them on opposite sides because of chirality. So that means if my right hand is up on the east or the west in the north, right? East, okay? It would be up in the west on the southern hemisphere. That means the stars should go the same way in both hemispheres. It should go west to east, not east to west. If it goes east to west, then you're spinning against your rotation. This is groundbreaking, man.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not. So no matter where you are, the sun will rise in the east and set in the west. But when you look north, east is right, west is left. When you're in the south, you're looking south. So east is now left and west is right.
Right. So it should rise in the west and set in the east on the southern hemisphere.
It's doing the same thing. You are looking in the other direction.
But that means that you're spinning the opposite direction if you look at the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. If it rises
you're
on
only
the
spinning
east,
the other direction because you're looking in the opposite direction.
but you're spinning the different. When you do this, look, you're spinning. It's counterclockwise, okay? If I look up, I'm now spinning the opposite direction I would be if I were in the northern hemisphere. So in order for you to get the perspective, you have to literally reverse it. And it's going to be counterclockwise in both locations. See? Because I'm spinning in the north. See? If I just flip it upside down, look, I'm still spinning. Counterclockwise. 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 I'm not even changing directions.
Right. Hold on. I'm drawing a picture here. So the Earth doesn't. Now I gotta get rid of my background.
Sorry. If there's someone smart enough to understand this, it's definitely you. Okay.
So now, this is maybe not the greatest
will be upside
picture.
down.
Right. So the Earth is spinning this way. If I'm standing in the northern hemisphere, this is only. I know that looks like the letter G. It's supposed to be a twirling arrow. But if I'm in the northern hemisphere and I look north, I see the sky spin that direction. If I'm in the southern hemisphere, I see it spinning the opposite direction because I'm looking in the opposite direction as this person. So it's going to spin in the opposite direction, even though we're on a globe that's spinning west to east.
It should spin the same direction.
No, it won't spin the same direction because you're
look,
on
in order
the
for you to
side.
get you're moving left to right. Okay, you're moving left to right. The other person's moving right to left. That means it's going to make a counterclockwise.
That's because you're looking in the opposite direction. You're both spinning west to east, but because one person's looking north
and that's
up,
what
and
I'm
the other
saying.
person's
When
looking
you
down,
change perspective, you have to go
against your
rotation.
This.
You have to go against your rotation. So this is why I'm saying this. It's like this is what you're seeing, right? Counterclockwise.
Yeah, and now keep spinning the same direction and look.
If you spin the same direction, you're going against your other rotation because in the northern hemisphere, you rotate to go east to west. You go left to right.
Okay.
And then in the southern hemisphere, you go right to left.
Okay. So I'm going to spin. How do I do this? So I need to change my camera.
Don't rotate your camera. You have to do it from perspective, and it'll make sense. Trust me.
Want to see my lightsabers? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I also don't have any frames of reference here. So I'm spinning the same direction here. So
Thank you,
what's
Denzel.
going on here? Now, just tell me, is this spinning from left to right or right to left?
Now, when you look down, you have to spin the opposite direction.
No, because that's not what a, oh my God,
Yeah, because you'd be spinning against the southern
I'm,
sky.
I'm literally extremely dizzy. Okay, sorry. So is this going right to left or left to right?
Okay. When you switch your back camera, it's going to be, you have to you have to turn your phone upside down, right? So
Well,
look,
I was just gonna go like this. See, everything is going from the right to the left, but up here,
but
everything is going
when you
from the
don't
left
spin
to the
when
right.
you don't spin the other direction, you're going the same direction in the north, and when you carry that to the south, you're going against the southern rotation, which would be left to right, right
I'm
to
so
left.
dizzy. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hook back my microphone and uh, okay, there I am. That actually,
It makes this. Look, it's an orbit. See?
that actually made me like not feel good. So when I was
This is
doing
the
that,
way
you
it
could
has to
see
be.
that things were going from the left side of my screen to the right side of my screen, and then when I
I
looked
get it.
down, the background was going from
If
the
I
right to left. Well,
spin and I look
that. So
down, I'm looking up.
I was the Earth, and I was just changing my perspective from looking north to looking south.
But
And
we're
what you
not the
saw
Earth.
is
We're people on
the
the Earth. We're
background.
on people. There are rotations in the north and there are rotations in the south.
Yeah.
If you're standing on the bottom of a ball and your relative rotation in the north would be left foot forward. That means if you were exactly antipodial to the other person, it would be left foot back. So left foot forward becomes left foot back in the southern hemisphere. So you're spinning this way, and then when you switch rotation, you have to go this way. That means it would be counterclockwise and counterclockwise, or clockwise and clockwise.
But so I don't follow that description exactly, but the only way that they can be the same is if you're looking the same direction both times. But in the northern hemisphere, you look north to see the sky rotate around a central point. In the southern hemisphere, you look south to see the sky rotate around a central point. And so because of that, just like what I was doing with the phone, you see things go from the left side to the right side, and then when you change your what direction you're looking, the right side to the left side, or vice versa, whichever one it was.
But when I'm turning this way, it's going from my right to my left. When I change it, it's going from my left to my right. Okay. That's going against the spin. You have to actually change the orientation to make it go the way it would go in the southern hemisphere. I know
No,
it seems like cheating, but if you look and I'm spinning rotation and I flip my phone, it's still going which way? See? I'm just upside down. I'm still rotating. See? It's still going the same direction.
um, if you flip your yeah, but if you flip it upside down, that's like the globe. The globe wasn't a good example because when you flip it upside down, yeah, we're on the opposite side, but now it's spinning west to east instead of east to or
Because
east to
right
west
here,
instead of west to
I'm
east.
the flip of the phone is the flip upside down. It's still spinning the same direction. But when I flip this, I'm flipping perspective. It's two different. This is the planet. This is me. Or yeah. So it goes
So
this way and then this way.
I don't think flipping the phone upside down is a good way to do that. What you want to do is point the phone up and then point the phone down instead of flipping the
Yeah.
vertical.
Which if you do that, you have to change direction of spin.
I guess that's probably fine, but you're still changing directions when you flip the phone from an observer perspective.
But you have to go left to right and right to left in the south. That's why whenever you're standing on a ball and you move your left foot forward on the opposite hemisphere, your left foot comes back
I don't know what
because
that
it's like
means.
this.
I'm getting so confused.
Okay. So if we
I
look
think
at
you're
this
just making
pin,
it more complicated than it than
No, no,
it
no, no. It's simple.
is.
This is my left hand to left hand. People that are standing antipodial. That means both facing the screen. If they held up their right hand, it would be right hand and right hand, X. And when they rotate, this is the Earth rotation. Okay? It makes this little thing right here. So you have one person moving their hand forward. If I'm moving my hand forward in the north, it has to come back in the south. So that means in order for us to understand that the rotation that they're saying was counterclockwise and clockwise, it's wrong for a globe. We should see counterclockwise and counterclockwise, or clockwise and clockwise. Because both of these are making the same motion. They're both going counterclockwise.
That part just loses me. It's more complicated than it needs to be. You can literally just for the millionth time just take the phone.
You can't do that because
spin,
if you do this,
look up, spin the same direction, look down.
You're spinning backwards. What you're doing is you're doing this, and then you switch. You're doing this without even changing motion. If you don't flip the phone, what you're doing is you're actually spinning against your rotation every time you switch.
No, because when I was doing that demonstration, I was spinning. I was taking my right foot and stepping out, and then my left. So I was spinning from left to right. There's no such thing as, it doesn't make any sense to say clockwise or counterclockwise. I was spinning from left to right. Earth spins from the Earth's own perspective, from inside the Earth, it spins from right to left. But when we look at it, it spins left to right. And when you do that, when you place yourself on the Earth and you look up, the sky will look like it's rotating in one direction, and then on the other side, it rotates in the other direction.
Yeah, each hemisphere, north and south, has a left and right side, and east and west side. So east has a left and right, and west has a left and right. North and south have the same left and right.
Yeah, but
north's left is south's right. You got it.
Yeah. No, I know that. That's why it spins in the opposite direction, because you're flipping.
It means that the stars should come west to east, because they're moving along a spiral.
No, it's not west to east. Left and right is not the same thing as.
It should be west to east if it was a globe.
No.
It would be considerably.
No.
If it goes left to right, it would come right to left. That's over the horizon. It goes around the Earth, right? It's the Earth rotating. Yes.
No.
Think about it, dude. It's simple.
It's so. I know it is.
Because you're looking at the stars.
Making it really complicated.
It's not complicated. You're going against programming right now. This is hard. Trust me. I've been on this for 7 days.
Programming.
This. It's programming, dude. I'm telling you. Okay? This is how it has to work. At the top of this, if this is rotating, look at which way this is rotating. This is rotating. The top of this is rotating one way. Look. Left to right. The bottom of this is still rotating left to right. Right to left. Look. Bottom of this way. If I'm looking at the sky relative to this, it has to turn the same way as the top, because essentially a sphere is a line that's making a diagonal circle. You have 2 points within a cross section, which is a diagonal, left to left, right to right. And whenever they rotate, left goes into right and right goes into left on the bottom. So that means your turn would have to, if you do this, when you look up, you have to turn the opposite way to represent the southern hemisphere. People have been doing it. They tricked us, man.
I'm trying to find the best thing we could use to make this make sense is a disco ball, but I cannot find a good picture of one spinning, reflecting.
Myriad reflection. Look up chiral or anisotropic myriad reflections, or look up mirrored spheres. Look up any type of rotating anisotropic sphere. You're going to see that whenever it goes left to right, it has to go right to left. It makes an infinity symbol. As above, see, look, Okay, you got the devil horns, right? As above, so below, not on a globe. That's why they do this. It's mocking. You're going two different directions. If you're trying to do the same direction, you're going against the other direction. Like this, you can't look at the other arm and do this because according to left and right, it's going the wrong way. If one is going this way, the other one has to be back. You know what I'm saying? You know this is making sense slowly.
No, it's
And this is
not.
going
I'm trying to find. Look, you got it. What you got to do is find a video or get those like black party light things with the colored lenses, light lenses on them. Get one of
if the
those
sky is
or
spinning
a
this way
disco ball.
and I spin it and I turn it the other way, okay? Look, it does change. It's simple. I'm spinning it the same way when I turn it upside down. It's the same way, dude. It's just
But you
look,
flipped it
east to
upside
west.
down. Yeah.
That means that west to east would be the stars. It doesn't
But you're
change west
you're
and east.
you're flipping the world
Look,
upside down. You are making north
this is
all of a
north.
sudden be
This is
south, and
south.
that's
You're not
not how
upside down
Earth
on the
works.
ball. You're not upside down on the ball. I'm still spinning west to east, okay? I'm spinning west to
No,
east.
not when
West
you
to
do
east.
that because you've
Upside
traded
down,
places with north and south.
upside down, I'm spinning east to west. That means the stars have to go west to east. You're not
No, because
upside down.
you're
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look, it's crazy, but it's simple.
it's not. It's
It's
becoming
crazy,
so
but
much
it's
more
simple.
complicated.
It's no, this is how it should be.
No.
If
Uh
I'm
oh, Trey.
spinning this way, when I look in
Uh
the
oh,
southern
Trey.
hemisphere, I have to spin the opposite way because I'm going right to left to right.
All right, we're
Stop
gonna show
doing
you.
this and then saying, "Oh, look, counterclockwise, clockwise." You're
I
changing
need one of those
directions,
spinning balls.
All right, we're gonna show you what I showed him earlier today already, and
dude.
many people
Nobody
have shown him all
cares.
that
You're not
research.
doing it right. You
Yep,
have
we
to
do.
spin
Watch.
it the opposite way as appeared to
Yep. No, you
perspective.
don't. The Earth spins
Yes, you
west to
do.
east.
Yes,
The
you do.
Earth
This is
spins
so
west to east.
tiring. I don't want to deal with you.
I
You're
know you
not
don't
even
because
doing
this
the
is right,
experiment
and you
right.
want to complicate it. You want to act like it's complicated. Look at these two
You're
people
spinning
spinning
right to
west to
left,
east.
okay? Look, you're looking at the
Everyone's
perspective
spinning
of the
west to
person.
east here. Trey, everyone's spinning
Yeah.
west to
And
east.
the person in the north, look,
Yep.
doobie Madoba globy, look,
Everyone's spinning west to
Guys,
east.
be
west to
nice.
east. Look,
Because he's already been
look,
disproven
west to
on this,
east.
Peterson. Look. All right, check
Okay?
this out. This
West
is
to
what I
east.
did today.
I'm still
I did this
spinning
for
west to east.
dudes. Just stop saying west to east. Let me show Peterson and the rest of the world what I already made a video for you about today. A ball
But
spinning
you're
west to
doing
east
it
like the Earth.
wrong.
No, I'm not. This is a person standing in the
You
south and a
don't
person
understand.
standing in
Look,
the north.
if you're
You can't
spinning
tell me
in the
this is wrong.
northern hemisphere, you're going. Look, if you're spinning northern hemisphere, you're
Right.
going east to west. Okay, this is east to west. Now, this is still east to west. It's just in the southern hemisphere because you're
Okay.
spinning right to left and left to
This is
right. It's simple.
this is what you get. You get counterclockwise and clockwise, north and south, when you do this.
You're not
You
paying
spin the ball.
attention. You're not paying
You're not
attention.
paying attention, Trey.
You're
You're
not
not
paying
paying
attention.
attention. You want to flip the ball upside down and then say east becomes west. And that is not
You're not
honest.
paying attention to the rotation of the perspective. You're
Look, when
literally
you do,
taking the top view perspective and you're switching it to the bottom. That means you're
no,
going the opposite way.
yeah, that
It's
means I'm
simple.
standing on the South
You're
Pole looking
spinning
down
two separate directions based off of perspective.
like
You
this
have
little
to
dude with the
literally spin the same direction to get the right perspective.
right. This little dude with the green hat is looking down like he would be on Earth. So you can't tell me I'm doing this wrong.
And he's spinning with his left to it. Look, I literally
Yeah,
am
he's
doing
spinning
the
with.
same thing.
No,
This
you're
is the
not.
same
You're being
thing that you would be
dishonest.
seeing.
You're a dishonest person, Trey. You're being
Oh, I'm not.
dishonest.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody, and I'm just gonna. This is exactly what I was looking for earlier. So this is a disco ball, right? Now look at what's happening. Here it's spinning in this direction. That is counterclockwise, but down here the lights are spinning clockwise.
It's clockwise in the top and
We have a
clockwise in the bottom,
singular.
dude.
We have a singular
It's clockwise.
rotating. We have a rotating sphere, and the lights are moving. That's counterclockwise. They're going right to left. On the bottom, it's
They're going
spinning.
left to right.
It's all covered up.
That's the same rotation in both. Look, see?
No, it's not. See, look at the lights, right? Well,
This is clockwise.
hold on.
This is clockwise.
I just realized that my it was covered up. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, they're both going the same direction.
No. Here, look at the lights. They're going on
The
top.
bottom ones are going clockwise.
But
Clockwise.
that's the bottom. You have to look at the top. This is clockwise or counterclockwise.
No,
it's going
this
like
is
that's
this
the
is
center.
clockwise.
And down here,
That's clockwise.
Trey,
Clockwise.
no, the top is not clockwise. Look at the top. It's going this way.
Look, both going clockwise.
They're not both. They're not both going clockwise.
I'll show you exactly what he's doing.
See, everybody's saying clockwise.
This is what he's doing. He's turning
Clockwise.
this and saying,
Clockwise.
he's saying this is
here. This would be so much better.
Yeah, check it out. He's doing this. He's going, this is west to east. He's going, this is west to east. And then he flips it and goes to go west to east. Now
You
it's
just
the other
proved
way.
me right, Peterson.
It's the
Thank
other
you.
way. He goes, you have to go the other way. He thinks when you flip the globe upside down, suddenly west to east is now east to west. Like the cardinal directions change because you flip the globe upside down.
They don't.
I know they don't, but he thinks they do. That's why he keeps flipping the globe and being
They
dishonest.
should if you were on a ball, dude. That's
No,
what I'm
they
saying. They
shouldn't.
can't rise east to west and east to west. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Trey, why can't you admit that both these people are traveling west to east on my globe?
Because they're spinning west to east on the south, right? Is that what
Yeah,
you said? Well, then
west to
that
east.
means that they're spinning left to right. Left to right means that they still would
Nope.
come up what would appear to be west to east.
No, this guy's spinning right to left because he's looking
It's not
down.
a globe. You're trying to think that I'm saying that your model is right, but it's wrong.
No, I'm saying that you're
Your
being
model
dishonest.
is wrong. I'm not
Trey.
being dishonest. You
Yeah,
saw
look.
those things going clockwise and clockwise.
Yep. He's moving from his right shoulder to his left shoulder. He's moving right to left. He's moving left to right. But they're both
And
moving
what does that
west
look like
to
in
east.
perspective? This. It looks like
This.
this. Look,
This
I'm
is what
moving
it
left
looks
to
like
right.
because I
Now I'm
did
moving
it.
right to left.
Literally,
It's
did it with two
counterclockwise and
cameras.
counterclockwise.
I did it with two cameras, Trey. This is what it looks like.
Two cameras because you know you're being dishonest when you spin two different directions from the same perspective.
Yeah, you're like talking to a wall.
I have an idea. Hey, look, disco balls. Okay, I can't anymore. It's just
Yeah, this is 6 days, Peterson. 6 days. 6 days of him saying, nah. 30 people plus have probably explained this to him.
Well, I mean, we did what we could.